A very warm welcome to One and All. I am Rohini Batwal from Gokhale Education Society's JDC Bitco English Medium High School with 5th chapter, second part. That is, let us see the previous knowledge. Students, in the last video you have learned matter is made up of very small particles. We have seen that Indian philosopher Kannad stated that there is a limit to divide matters into small particles. Then we have seen Greek philosopher Democritus stated that matter is made up of small particles and that cannot be divided. After that we have seen Dalton's atomic model. According to Dalton's atomic theory, matter is made up of atoms and the atoms are indivisible and indestructible. Then we have seen Thomson's plum pudding model of atom. Then we have seen Rutherford's atomic model. In that we have seen an atom has tiny dense positively charged nucleus at center of an atom. Then we have seen Bohr's stable orbit atomic model. In the year 1913, Danish scientist Niels Bohr explained the stability of atom by putting forth stable orbit atomic model. Now students, we are moving towards the next one, that is atomic structure. Students, an atom is formed from the nucleus and the extranuclear part. This contains three types of subatomic particles. Let us move towards the first, that is nucleus. Students, the atomic nucleus is positively charged. Almost entire mass of the atom is concentrated in the nucleus. The nucleus contains two types of subatomic particles together called nucleons. Means protons and neutrons are the two types of nucleons. Let us move towards the second, that is protons. Proton is a positively charged subatomic particle in the atomic nucleus. The positive charge on the nucleus is due to the proton in it. A proton is represented by the symbol that is P. Each proton carries a positive charge of plus 1 electron. 1 E is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. When total positive charge on the nucleus is expressed in the unit E, its magnitude is equal to the number of protons in the nucleus. The number of protons in the nucleus of an atom is the atomic number of that element and it is denoted by the Z. Mass of one proton is approximately 1 U, that is 1 Dalton. Let us move towards neutrons. Neutrons is an electrically neutral subatomic particle and it is denoted by symbol N. The number of neutrons in the nucleus denoted by the symbol capital N. Atomic nuclei of all the elements except hydrogen with atomic mass 1 U contains neutrons. The mass of the neutron is approximately 1 U, which is almost equal to that of a proton. Let us move towards extranuclear part. The extranuclear part in the atomic structure includes electrons revolving around the nucleus and the empty space in between the nucleus and the electron. Let us move towards electron. Electron is a negatively charged subatomic particle and is denoted by the symbol E minus. Each electron carries 1 unit of negative charge. Mass of an electron is 1800 times less than that of hydrogen atom. Therefore, the mass of an electron can be treated as negligible. Electron is the extranuclear part revolved in the discrete orbits around the nucleus. The orbit being three-dimensional in nature, a term shell is used instead of the term orbit. The energy of an electron is determined by the cell in which it is present. The number of electrons in the extranuclear part is equal to the number of protons in the nucleus, that is Z. Therefore, electric charge are balanced and the atom is electrically neutral. Let us see exactly what is an atomic number. Students, the number of electrons that is negative or protons that is positive charge present in an atom is called the atomic number. Whereas atomic mass number, it is denoted by A. The total number of protons and neutrons in the nucleus of the atom is called the atomic mass number, and it is denoted by capital A. Let us see, use your brain power. In that first question, the symbol used for oxygen is O. There are 8 protons and 8 neutrons in its nucleus. From this, determine the atomic number, that is Z, and mass number, that is A of oxygen, and arrange this in a conventional symbol. Now see students, here atomic mass number is equal to protons plus neutrons, and we know there are 8 protons and 8 neutrons, that is 8 plus 8, that is nothing but the 16. So here we get the atomic mass number, that is 16, and the conventional symbol will be O, here A, and here Z. Now see, here A is a mass number, whereas Z equal to atomic number. Got it? Now see, number of protons are given is equal to 8. So atomic mass number is 16, whereas atomic number is equal to 8. Here we got this. So how we can write this? We can write this in a conventional symbol. In a conventional symbol, O, that is oxygen, 16, that is atomic mass number, and Z as is 8. It denotes atomic number. Hopefully you got this now, student. Student, second question. Atomic number of carbon is 6. How many electrons are there in a carbon atom? Very simple question, students. If you know the atomic number of carbon, that is the proton number, is 6. So the number of electron in the extranuclear part is equal to the number of protons in the nucleus. So the number of electrons in a carbon atom will be 6 only. Okay, so here answer is 6. Let us move towards the third question. A sodium atom consists 11 electrons. What is the atomic number of sodium? Again, very simple. Students, the number of electrons in the extranuclear part is equal to the number of protons, that is atomic number. So here answer will be 11 only. So the atomic number of sodium is 11. Let us see the fourth question. The atomic number and mass number of magnesium are 12 and 24 respectively. How will you show this by the conventional symbol? So how we will write? We will write the symbol, that is magnesium, and here we will write A, and here we will write Z. As you know, A is a mass number, whereas Z is a atomic number. So we will write magnesium 24, and down you will write 12. Hopefully you got this answer. Let us move towards the fifth one. See the question. The atomic number and mass number of calcium are 20 and 40 respectively. Deduce the number of neutrons present in the calcium nucleus. What do we have to show? We have to show the deduction. Very simple. The number of neutrons that is N is equal to A minus Z. Simply we have to deduct the number from A, that is from mass number, minus that is Z, that is atomic number. 40 minus 20 is equal to 20, and here we got the answer. Let us see again. Use your brain power. In that first question is, how many types of subatomic particles are found in atom? I know you are answerable, but I am giving you answer. Students, there are mainly 3 types of subatomic particles are there in an atom. They are proton, neutron and electron. You can write the answers. Which subatomic particles are electrically charged? So students, the proton is a positively charged subatomic particle and the electron is a negatively charged particle. Which subatomic particle are present in the nucleus? Very simple. The protons and neutrons are present in the nucleus. Where are electrons revolving around the nucleus placed? So electrons revolve in the discrete orbit around the nucleus. Okay. Let us see distribution of electrons. Students, electrons revolve in a stable shells. These shells have a definite energy. The cell nearest to nucleus is called the first shell. Okay. The next shell is called the second shell. The next shell is called the second shell. The symbol N is used for the ordinal number of a cell. The shells are referred to by the symbol K, L, M and N. Okay, corresponding to the ordinal numbers N, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. The maximum number of electrons a shell can contain is about by the formula, that is 2n square. As the magnitude of n increases, the energy of an electron in that shell increases. Okay. Let us move towards complete the table. Student, shell is given, n number is given, formula is 2n square and number of electrons. See the K shell and the number is 1, 2 into 1 raised to 2. So here number of electrons are 2. See the L, number is 2, M is 3 and N is 4. So here we can write 2 into 2 raised to square. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Got it? See, 2 into 3 raised to 2. So 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 18. See the next is n, that is 4. You can multiply 2 into 4 raised to square. Here 4 4s are 16, 16 2s are 32. And here we have finished half of the lesson, and the next part we will see in the next video. Students, take care. Bye.